Hello, New York City. How's everybody doing this evening?
Whoa!
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Look at me at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena.
Whoa!
I've been with this man for 30 years.
Woo!
30 years. Through it all. I joined with him in 2015 when we started running for the presidency. When nobody said we had a shot. When we were a joke. We were polling at 1%, and he won the presidency. I went to the White House with him for 4 years. It was an incredible journey. The president always behind the scenes will tell him, Team Trump will know what I'm saying here. Sometimes on the plane or in the office they'll say, you are all so lucky I took you on this journey. In good times and bad. Yes, Mr. President, we are so honored to be on this journey. And you know what? You're damn straight I'm honored to be on this journey through the good times and the bad for the right and to fight for this country and what
Yes!
we believe in.
Woo!
Hey, Hillary Clinton.
Ooh! Ooh! Woo! USA! 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 USA!
This has been a
USA!
lifetime. The last 9 years has absolutely been incredible. Guess what? We got 9 days. 9 days till we go to the polls and we vote for Donald J. Trump to be the 47th president of the United States of America. And it's going to happen when you all need to get out and vote, and vote.
Fight!
Just stay strong. The president loves each and everybody in this arena. Quick story, Butler, Pennsylvania. An attempted assassination. We went to the hospital. I'm going to give you a behind the scenes with the president. We go to the hospital. Shot me here. The entire world is watching on TV. He's in his hospital room, asking how things are going. I showed him that iconic photo of him raising his fist. And said, sir, this is the most iconic photo I think in the history of not only politics but of all time. He stared at the photo. I told him it was from Doug Mills, New York Times photographer, great photographer.
Woo!
The president's reaction was, how is Doug? Is Doug okay? Reach out to Doug. See how he's doing. Of which I did when we were in the hospital. Everything he had going on just shot in the damn head. And the guy's cared and concerned about how Doug is doing, how his team is doing that's with him at Team Trump. The behind-the-scenes moments are things, I could go, honestly, I could go for 10 hours here and tell you stories, but I only have 31 seconds left, so I will wrap it up. You've got a fighter, behind the scenes and out in public. The guy loves the United States of America. He's working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, campaigning, running all over the country. Loves this country. He's a patriot. We're all patriots. I cannot believe looking at this Madison Square Garden and just seeing it's packed to the brim.
Woo! Yeah!
Just do me a favor, go to TrumpForce47.com, check it out. Okay, get on there. Get out and vote, please. We've got to win. We've got to win. We are going to win. We are going to have Donald J. Trump as the 47th president of the United States of America.
Woo! Vote! Fight! Woo! Thank you! Thank you! Yeah, thank you! Thank you! Woo! Thank you! Wow. Oh my God, it's full. Look at that. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Senior Advisor for President Donald J. Trump, Stephen Miller.
Woo! Woo! Wow, giám đốc 47 Ford, 47 Ford.
We love you, Steven!
Woo! We love you. Woo!
Trump 2024!
Yo!
Hello, New York. Hello, Madison Square Garden. And hello, United States of America. People watching in all 50 states. We are here tonight with a message for you. In 9 days, your rescue is coming. In 9 days, your salvation.
Yeah! Woo! Hello. Hello. They're coming too. Look at that. Coming too.
Between self-destruction and salvation, between the failure of America and the triumph of America. I want you to think for a minute about the decades of abuse that has been heaped upon the good people of this nation. Their jobs looted and stolen from them and shipped to Mexico, Asia.
Chị nhìn thấy ai đây không?
The lives
Tất cả mọi
of
người
their
đây.
loved ones.
Good to see you again. Wow.
Criminal gangs and thugs who don't belong in this country.
Chụp tấm mình.
A political system that punishes hard-working citizens, oppresses them at every turn, takes away the right to
Thank you.
the right to political
Wow.
expression, the right to
Em chụp tấm mình
fundamental
không?
safety in their own country.
Em muốn chụp tấm mình không? Ráng chụp lên cô đi.
Dare to step forward 9 years ago and say enough, no more, America takes its future back.
Thank you very much.
That escalated 9 years ago. The system he was fighting,
Yeah, đây này.
tried to do
Em thấy không?
everything in his power to stop him, to take away
Tuyệt vời lắm.
your voice, to take away your vote, to take away your right to have your own country. They lied, they defamed, they smeared, one witch hunt after another, one hoax after another, one betrayal after another, lie after lie, slander after slander, libel after libel, lawsuit after lawsuit. They tried to jail him, they tried to bankrupt him, they tried to imprison him, and they even tried to take his life, and not one, but 2 assassination attempts.
Rất tuyệt vời.
Let me ask you, when his life was on the line, did he fold?
Có hai ông bò đang ngồi giữa trung tâm của New York. Chào đón mọi người.
Ở đây chào có team
Fake news. Fight! Fight!
What was he fighting for? He was fighting for your children, for your wives, your husbands, and everyone that you love and know in the world. The right to live in a country where criminal gangs cannot just cross our border and rape and murder with impunity. Think about how corrupt and hateful and evil a system is that allows gangs to come into this country and rape and murder little girls. I'm not just saying that. You read the stories. It happens every day. You read one of these heartbreaking headlines. Who's going to stand up for our daughters? Who's going to stand up for the girls of America, the women of America, the families of America? Who's going to stand up and say, the cartels are gone, the criminal migrants are gone, the gangs are gone, America is for Americans and America.
America! Woo! Yeah! Woo!
That man took a bullet for you, he took a bullet for democracy. And all we are asking in return, is for 9 days, for 9 short, precious days. You have to vote.
Vote.
Vote for freedom, vote for liberty, vote for sovereignty, vote for your children, vote for your families, vote for the right of free speech, the right to the Second Amendment, vote for the right to have a secure sovereign border, and for the right to have a government that puts American citizens ahead of illegal aliens. With your vote,
With your vote, you can deliver the future to your children they so dearly deserve. So I'll end with this thought. Each and every one of you has been loyal to your country. You have loved your country. You've followed the rules, you've paid your taxes, you did everything right. And the system just keeps beating you down, and beating you down. And I say to you, are you going to let that system win? Are you going to surrender?
Yeah.
Follow the example of President Donald J. Trump and fight to the finish and save this nation, save this country, save this civilization, and save this glorious republic. Thank you, New York.
Woo! Woo! Wow, good job! Wow! Yeah! All family, yes! That's why he said, one nation! We are one nation! We love it!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the founder of the Witkoff Group, Steve Witkoff.
Woo!
The rights of all Americans. Despite facing constant opposition, he has persevered. He's been targeted with lawsuits and accusations, yet he's never wavered in his commitment to the American people. I know he'll fight for each and every one of you, as he's always fought for me. That's the kind of leader we need. Someone who never backs down when things get tough, but keeps pushing forward for what's right. In a world that often feels uncertain, President Trump offers each of us clarity. His policies are rooted in common sense. He understands the importance of strength, both at home and abroad, and leads with courage. New York deserves someone who's ready to fight for it, as the country does. We need President Trump's leadership to bring back the city we all love. Now let me leave you with a quote from one of my favorite presidents, Ronald Reagan, who said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, it must be protected, and handed on for them to do the same." While Reagan was an extraordinary president, there is no doubt in my mind that President Donald J. Trump is the greatest leader and president this nation has ever seen. President Trump understands that the fight for freedom is never over. Generations to come. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the Trump family, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you. Woo! Woo! Thank you.
Awesome, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Congressman Byron Donalds.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh! 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 Woohoo! Byron! Woo!
Usually I got a lot to say, but this one's special to me. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. In New York, MSG is the mecca. We refer to it as the center of entertainment. And in 9 days, it's going to be the launch point for the center of making Donald Trump the 47th president of the United States. I don't even want to talk about that.
Oh,
Why would we waste our time?
right.
She doesn't even want to talk about herself. She tells us she grew up in a middle-class family. But I don't care, because there's families today in New York, in Chicago, in Philadelphia, in Milwaukee, in Phoenix. They are struggling because of Kamala Harris, and they are saying the same thing we're saying. We had enough. We need Donald Trump back.
Yep.
She broke the border. She broke the border and doesn't even have the guts to tell you the truth. But that's okay, because the next president of the United States, he's going to fix the border because he did it once and he's going to do it again. She unleashed the massive inflation that has made it harder for every working family in our country. If she was around when I was a kid, it would have devastated my mom, who still lives in Brooklyn.
Trời ơi, ngồi đã này, đã đời luôn không? Hôm nay là quá tuyệt vời luôn quý vị. Ngồi ngay giữa lòng của New York City luôn. Ngồi ngay giữa lòng của Madison giữa lòng Madison Square luôn quý vị.
The truth of the matter is, the common sense of the American people is what is needed today, and that will be brought by Donald J. Trump.
Woo!
Then you look around the world. Look around the world. She said she was the last person in the room after that disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Ooh.
That withdrawal is seared into my mind. I remember watching Afghans hold on to the sides of airplanes to escape the Taliban. And as I'm watching this, the one thing I know is that if Donald Trump was president, that never would have happened. Never would have happened. But I have a special message to everybody around the world, especially those who want to find themselves getting into the business of other people or messing with our greatest ally in Israel. Donald Trump is going to stand by Israel 100% of the way.
Woo! Yes! Woo-hoo! Yes! Woo!
But the last thing we're going to fix, and it's a big one. You see, I got 3 kids. They're all boys. And I'll be damned if you're going to have some school tell my boys that they can now be girls.
Oh, no! 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 Woo! No! Right, okay! Good! Woo-hoo! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Chair of the House Republican Conference, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik.
what a way to kick off the final week of the most epic campaign to save America.
Yes.
Every election, we say, is the most important in our lifetime. But this one really is. No matter where you go, whether it's in New York City, upstate New York, or in any of the states, people understand there is so much
On media too.
and it is we the people, when we
Real
vote for
media.
President Donald J. Trump, we the people will save America.
Mấy ông bên phóng viên của Chu Social chỉ nguyên đáp tụi này của media nó ngồi đi hết.
Just look at the crises that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have brought to our nation and have brought right here to New York. Border crisis, illegals swarming our streets, taking billions of our hard-earned taxpayer dollars. All because Kamala Harris is Joe Biden's open border czar. She owns this border crisis, she created it. Or the inflation crisis, the highest rate of inflation in our lifetime. And you know who was deciding votes for Joe Biden's Inflation Expansion Act? Kamala Harris. And the crime crisis. Democrats are the party of defund the police, and Kamala Harris has turned her back on our men and women in blue. New Yorkers support our police. We will always back the blue.
Yeah! Woo!
And then take a listen. We saw a skyrocketing of anti-Semitism. Let me ask you all, Let me ask you all, did you see that committee hearing with those college presidents, now former college presidents?
Cái này đài này không qua kiểm duyệt cái gì. Em nói cái livestream này á nó đi nhanh hơn của STVN mấy phút mấy giây. Tại vì cái này không qua kiểm duyệt.
You're fired. 5 have been fired, so many to go.
Yes!
Compare that with President Trump. He brought us the most secure border in our nation's history. He brought us the strongest economy. He proudly supports our law enforcement, and he has and always will stand with Israel.
Kính chào cả nhà nha. Trong lúc quý vị đang nói chuyện thì em không nói chuyện được, thông cảm nha. Tối nay livestream trực tiếp cho quý vị nghe cho rõ ràng hơn. Rồi tối nay tụi em sẽ livestream trên đường đi về Atlanta. Chúng em sẽ chia sẻ và nói chuyện cùng quý vị thêm nha. Còn bây giờ quý vị mời quý vị cứ nghe trực tiếp livestream của Binhvo-Ngoctrang tại cái buổi rally mà có 102 này ở Madison Garden, Madison Square Garden tại New York nha quý vị. Fire! Woo!
President Trump has fought for us. It is now our opportunity to fight for him. And New York, we made history when we fired Nancy Pelosi once and for all and flipped those 5 congressional seats.
Woo!
We need to make history again. So 9 days, flood the polls, vote for President Donald J. Trump to save New York and save America.
Yes.
God bless you.
Woo! Thank you! Woo! Thank you! Woo!
Speaker of the U.S. House of
Woo!
Representatives.
Mike Johnson! Mike Johnson! Woo-hoo! Woo! Mike Johnson! Yeah! Woo! Yeah. Mike Johnson quý vị. Chủ tịch Hạ viện. Bây giờ ra speaker nha quý vị. Wow! Yeah! Quý vị thấy không? Chủ tịch Hạ viện đến đây nói chuyện luôn, quý vị biết rồi. Oh my god. Yeah!
Field report. I've been traveling all over the country, nonstop. We've been to the red states and the blue states. We've been to the safe districts and the sleep districts. We've been all around America. And I'm going to tell you what's happening right now. I'm here to report there's something very powerful happening on the base, okay? I'm telling you, there's an energy out there that we have not seen before. And I'm convinced that in 9 days, we're going to
Cho cái nhóm này. Cái nhóm. Đầy mặt hết trơn. Đầy đủ. Quá tuyệt vời. Oh my. No! Whoa! No! Whoa!
4 years of wars and weakness on the world stage.
Oh.
Nobody does. American voters stand up. They want to change. Listen to the last 2 years, we got to November, right? The House has been the only firewall in Washington, standing between Chuck Schumer and the Democrats in the Senate, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, and the American people. And we wouldn't do this. We blocked their real American last agenda, and we passed solutions to all the challenges facing the country. But here's the problem. They got stopped in the Senate. We also had the smallest Republican majority in U.S. history. You know what the good news is? We're about to grow that majority. That's what's going to happen.
Yo!
You're going to elect your incumbents here and our challengers, and you're going to make a big difference. And we need a Republican Senate so we can retire Chuck Schumer for good.
Oh! Nhờ quý anh chị em share ra nha, share phim video ra cho mọi người cùng quay nhé. Nhờ mấy cô mấy bác share ra cho tất cả mọi người cùng quay.
We're going to secure the border once for all. We're going to unleash American energy dominance. We're going to lower the cost of living. We're going to support our allies and stand up to our adversaries. We're going to defend our rights and our freedoms and the troops and the veterans who fought for them. And we will protect the values and the principles that made America the greatest nation in history.
Woo!
I'm just speaking with this thought. We're not about this between two different political parties. It's something much more fundamental going on. We're not about between two different visions. We revere the founding principles. We revere our Judeo-Christian foundations. We revere individual freedom and limited government and the rule of law and peaceful strength, fiscal responsibility, free markets, human dignity, secure borders. What the other team doesn't feel, my friends, this is not your father's Democratic Party. They are now full on to Marxism and socialism. They don't envision for us to stay with founding principles and the
greatest nation in the history of the world. Instead, what they envision for us is that we would be some sort of European style Marxist liberalist utopia. We all know that's dangerous for America. You know what's going to happen in 9 days? The American people are going to let their voices be heard. We are going to take this country back.
Yes! Woo! We will!
To make America
Right again! Woo-hoo! Yes! Woo! Thank you! Woo! Radio!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Vivek Ross.
Oh, Viva! Viva! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Viva! Woo! Yeah! Viva! Woo! Yeah! Wow, tuyệt vời lắm quý vị! Oh my God!
I don't follow the pundits, but I follow the energy. And this does not feel like second place energy in here tonight. A friend of mine, smart guy, he's a billionaire, texted me this morning. And he said, why the hell are you guys wasting your time in New York City instead of going to a swing state? You know what I told him? I said, welcome to 2024, New York is a swing state.
Yeah! Woo!
We're feeling the joy in New York City tonight, aren't we?
Woo! Yeah!
And the only celebration bigger than this one right now is going to be on the evening of November 5th when we send Donald J. Trump.
Yes! Woo! Yes! Fight! 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 Woo!
I'm looking around here. There's only one man who is going to be more happy than everybody else in this room when that happens. And that is going to be a man by the name of Joe Biden.
No!
He is so pissed off about what they did.
He made it to the White House.
And you know, he's thinking, but I'm going to say, identity politics never works in America. When you select somebody on the basis of their race and their gender, it always ends up being a disaster. And I'm actually talking about two losses.
Hi, man! Woo!
Listen up, because last year I became the youngest.
You got it!
Do it again. Do it again.
Somebody like it!
I'll tell you something about that. We're hungry to be part of something bigger than ourselves. Yet we can't even answer what it means to be an American. We're in the middle of a national identity crisis. Faith in God, patriotism, hard work, family. These things have disappeared, only to be replaced by wokeism and transgenderism, climatism.
Thank you!
COVID,
You fired! Thank you!
anxiety,
Oh, perfect.
suicide.
Quý vị,
These are symptoms
tuyệt
of
vời lắm.
a void of purpose and meaning in our country. And right now, we need to step up and fill that void with our own vision. Answer, what does it mean to be an American in the year 2024? It means we believe in the ideals of 1776. It means we believe in merit. That the best person gets the job regardless of their skin color. That you get ahead of this country, not on the color of your skin, but on the content of your character and your contributions.
Woo! No! Yes!
certificate of legal immigrants to this country.
Yes.
That means your first act of entering this country cannot break the law. And that is why we've had the largest influx of illegals into this country in American history. We will have the largest mass deportation in American history.
Woo! No! Yes!
Ought to be the ones who actually run the government, not unelected bureaucrats in the deep state that are running the show today. So you want another mass deportation? Let's get 3 million federal bureaucrats out of the DC bureaucracy. Doesn't need to be American. You've got elections we can trust and believe in, and that means single-day voting on election day as a national holiday with paper ballots and government-issued ID national voter file.
Woo! Thank you.
These are not black ideas or white ideas. They are American ideals that set this country into motion. We're in a war to revive them, and right now we need the commander-in-chief who will lead us to victory. That is your next president, Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, Trump! Woo! Thank you. Trump! Vote Trump!
If you want to build an economy in this country,
Vote Trump!
if you want to revive national pride in this country,
Vote Trump!
if you want to stay out of World War III in this country,
Vote Trump!
if you want to make America great again,
Vote Trump!
I'm going to give you one more reason to vote Trump, and it's this. It's the one the media in the back, they won't talk about. But they know it to be true. Donald Trump is actually the president who will unite this country, actually. We don't talk about that enough. America First includes all Americans, regardless of their race, their gender, or their sexual orientation. Our message to black Americans tonight is this. We want you, what we want for every American. Safe neighborhoods, good jobs, clean streets. A country where you are judged based on the content of your character, not the color of your skin or your political beliefs. That's the America we want.
Woo!
Our message to gay Americans tonight is this. You're free to marry who you want, if you want, without the government standing in your way. But that doesn't mean that boys get to compete with girls in girls' sports. Our message to every legal immigrant in this country is this. You're like my parents. But our message to every illegal immigrant, if you came legally, you get the same American dream that everybody else does. Work hard, get ahead, make contributions to this country, love the nation, and that's our message to legal immigrants. But our message to every illegal immigrant is also this. We will return you to your country of origin.
Woo! No!
Our message to my generation of millennials is this. You were sold a false bill of goods. You were told you become a gender studies major in California. Somehow to get you a head start on the American dream when it hasn't worked out that way. Dead on your shoulders, the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. Yes, it's true you were lied to. But we can't just be cynical about our country because this is still the last best hope that we have in the free world. And our message to Gen Z is this. You're going to be the generation that saves the country.
Yes! Woo!
Stand up on your college campus and call yourself a conservative. Be proud of it. Say you want to go America.
Woo!
That's how we win America.
Thank you!
This nation we are still on our way up. We're still that country where we'll look our children in the eye and mean it when we tell them. You get ahead of the United States with your own hard work, your own commitment, your own dedication, and that you know what? You are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard.
Hello.
Join me as I say these words. Hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. As we gather here today on this historic occasion, we stand together as proud Americans, understanding that these very rights are under attack. So we face this historic crossroads where our freedom and our future is in our hands. There's never been a more clear choice in any election in my life, and our ability to live in a truly peaceful and free and prosperous country is on the line.
So you gotta follow me so I can get through the others.
And it is that love that brings us together here today, that love for freedom, that love for our country, love for each other as fellow Americans, as children of God, that compels us to take action to save our country and defend our freedom. Now, this choice that we have before us is very personal to me. I'm Lieutenant Colonel in the Army Reserve. I've served now for over 21 years.
Woo! Yo!
Deployed to different war zones 3 times over that period, and I've seen the cost of it.
Okay.
My brothers and sisters who paid the ultimate price, I carry their memories and their sacrifice in my heart every day. So this choice that we have before us as Americans is critical. It's important to us, it's important to those of us who serve, who have volunteered to put our lives on the line for the safety, security, and freedom of our country and our people, and it's critical
so much.
to all of us.
Now they love Trump now.
Here is the choice that we
New York
have.
love Trump.
A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for Dick Cheney, and it's a vote for war, more war,
That-
World War III, and nuclear war. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for a man who wants to end wars, not start them. And he has demonstrated already that he has the courage and strength to stand up and fight for peace. A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for open borders, where known violent criminals and Islamist terrorists are streaming across our borders, placing us at risk. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for secure borders and safe communities, and a confidence that he will seek out those who seek to do us harm and get them out. A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for economic hardship, high cost of living, poverty, and homelessness. And a vote for Donald Trump is a vote for economic prosperity and opportunity for every single one of us as Americans.
Thank you.
A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for censorship and a complete erosion of our fundamental and constitutional rights and freedoms. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for someone who will defend freedom and every one of our God-given rights that are enshrined in the Constitution and Bill of Rights.
Did we choose war or peace? Did we choose poverty or prosperity? Did we choose censorship or freedom?
Freedom!
Our freedom and our future is in our hands. We have just a few days left to complete this no-fail mission that we have before us to save our country. Nothing short of our future is on the line. So now, just as we gather here today in this historic place and this historic time, we will gather together all across this country, people of every race, ethnicity, religion, and creed, to stand together and defend our freedom and ensure our right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. For us to send Donald Trump back to the White House to be the 47th President of the United States, where we can stand together and make America great again.
Yeah! Woo!
Thank you so much. Let's get it done.
Thank you! Woo! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! We love you! Woo! Robert Kennedy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage former presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy.
Woo! Yeah! Woo! Women! Robert! Woo-hoo! Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Non-stop. Yeah. Woo.
As the ILF Democrat Party,
Hallelujah! Thank God.
as Democratic Party left me.
Yes.
Hey, all right. I like that even better.
Not the party anymore of Martin Luther King, Robert Kennedy, John Kennedy.
He had stroke.
That was the party of peace.
He got stroke. No,
It was the party of constitutional rights,
Yes.
of civil rights, of freedom of speech. It was the party that wanted to protect and nurture the middle class. It was the party that stood up to censorship, surveillance, that stood up to the CIA, the military complex, military industrial complex. And it was the party that wanted to protect public health and women's sports. My uncle, Ted Kennedy, wrote Title IX, which protected women's sports in college. It was the party that believed in voting rights and fought for the right of every American to vote for the person of their choice. Today's Democratic Party is the party of war, is the party of the CIA, who had Kamala Harris give a speech
Democratic convention that was written by neocons, was belligerent, pugnacious, and talked about the domination of the world by the United States through our weapons of war. It's the party today that wants to divide Americans. It's the party that is dismantling women's sports by letting men play women's sports.
Ooh.
It's the party of Wall Street. It's the party of Bill Gates, who just gave $50 million. It's the party that the Harris campaign is very proud that it received the endorsement of 50 former CIA agents and officers. And of John Bolton. When my uncle was president, 6% of Americans had chronic disease, and we spent zero on chronic disease in this country. Today, 60% of Americans have chronic disease. This is existential for our country. We're spending $4.3 trillion a year, 5 times our military budget. 77% of American boys cannot qualify for military service because of chronic disease diagnosis. This is existential for our country. President Trump called me after 3 hours after a shooting. He said, when I come and sit down with him, he said to me during that meeting, he said, there are some things that we can agree on and some that we disagree on. The landscapes on which we are so much larger. He said, I want to end the wars. I want to end the surveillance and censorship. Protect the Constitution. I want to protect freedom of speech. I want to end the surveillance. I want to end the weaponization of government against American politicians. And I want to end the chronic disease epidemic. We deserve a president in this country who's going to restore the moral authority of the United States of America. Only think that we deserve a president who's going to end the warfare state and rebuild the middle class. Only want a president who's going to put America first. Who's going to protect our children? And who's going to protect women's sports? And who's going to stop dividing this country on all racial lines?
Carlson, Tulsi Gabbard sắp sửa ra nói chuyện đấy. Tucker Carlson, cái người kế tiếp. Yeah! Woo!
And don't you want a president who's going to make America healthy again?
Yes!
Don't you want a president who's going to make America great again?
Yes!
I'm going to go to the polls on November 5th and vote for Donald Trump.
Yes! Woo! Woo! Thank you, Robert! Thank you! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Captain
please welcome to the stage, Tucker Carlson.
Is even sweeter. Imagine if you're, and just pause for one moment. Imagine you're Donald Trump. You're from New York City, you become famous in New York City, you make your fortune in New York City, and all of a sudden the leadership of New York City decides they're going to destroy you because they don't like your politics. And so they, imagine if that were you. And they try and take everything that you have, they try and put you in prison, they try and put your children in prison. If that happened to you, how often do you think you'd be going back to New York City? How about never? And then he's here. It's like getting thrown out of a bar. And you think to yourself, well, you know, all my friends are in the bar. And you approach the door and there's the bouncer, like, you're not allowed in here. From behind the bouncer, you hear the cheers of your friend, come on in!
Yo!
And that's Donald Trump back in the city that produced him with no embarrassment at all. The stones that takes, the bravery that takes, is incredible. Donald Trump's going to win. No idea. And they're panicked. They have no idea why people like Donald Trump. And their first theory was, well, Donald Trump is evil, so half the country's evil also. And that's one of the reasons they spent the last 4 years trying to destroy the country, because they're mad at its voters for liking Donald Trump. How much easier would it have been just to pause for 20 minutes and ask yourself honestly in some silent place, why do people like Donald Trump? And if they had been honest enough to ask themselves that question, they would have come up with the two main reasons, and here's what they are. The first reason that people like Donald Trump is because he likes them. That's why. I don't care how many times Kamala Harris would tell me she loves me, I don't believe her.
Oh, yes.
I saw her kiss her husband with a mask on. That's her version of love. It's fake, it's not real. They spent 10 years telling you Trump is a hater. Do you feel that on him? No, you don't. Because he's not there. I spent a lot of time with Trump. And there's not one moment I've ever been with him off camera where he's spending his time grousing about people he hates. Ever. He's talking about the people and the country he loves in his private time. Trust me. And people know in a country that's been taken over by a leadership class that actually despises them and their values and their history and their culture and their customs, really hates them to the point that it's trying to replace them, they know someone actually has affection for them. That's Donald Trump. And that's requited. It's requited. They know. When he goes to McDonald's and serves fries, like, he's not faking that at all. That's why that worked. Democratic media controls like, how is that working? Because it's real. That's why. And the second reason that people love Trump, and I put myself in this category, is why I'm here today, is because he's liberated us in the deepest and truest sense. And the liberation
liberation he has brought to us is the liberation from the obligation to tell lies. Donald Trump has made it possible for the rest of us to tell the truth about the world around us. And that's the single most liberating thing you can do for people. If you want to enslave people, if you want to degrade them, force them to tell lies. And they have. They force us to lie about everything at gunpoint, effectively. They put people in prison for refusing to lie. And not just the obvious lies that men can become women or Vladimir Putin blew up the Nord Stream pipeline. No, honestly, he did. January 6th was an insurrection. They were unarmed, but it was very insurrection-y. Not even the obvious ones, but the big lie. You know what the big lie is? The big lie is that they're impressive. That's what the big lie is. But the people in charge have somehow earned the right to rule over you, and they haven't. And you know that. These are the single most useless people in the United States. They have no skills whatsoever. Three-quarters of the money, and they didn't earn it. They set up a system precisely for the purpose of awarding themselves wealth and power when it's undeserved. You look at Liz Cheney and you ask yourself honestly, what skill could she possibly have that allowed her to send hundreds of thousands of people to their deaths? Did she earn that? I don't think she did. No fair system would make Liz Cheney powerful. No fair system would make Larry Fink rich. No fair system would elevate someone like Kamala Harris to a presidential nomination. She's never been accused of doing anything useful. She has precisely no achievement. She's a nominee without getting a single vote. She is a metaphor for the system they created to make themselves rich and powerful, and then they have the gall to lecture you, the people who can actually change a flat tire and repair a power grid, who have useful jobs, who pay your taxes and work 40 hours a week, lecture you that you are somehow immoral. And Donald Trump has empowered the rest of us, mostly just sticking around in the face of their hate and abuse and persecution. He has given the rest of us the right to call BS on the charade. No, you are not better than us. No, you are not smarter than us.
Yes.
No, you do not deserve what you have. You probably stole it. No, you're not going to bully me into silence anymore.
Yes.
And I can promise you at this point, 9 days out, when Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Elon Musk and Tulsi Gabbard and pretty much every high school senior and college sorority girl in the country has come out finally saying, yeah, I am for Donald Trump, actually.
Yeah. Woo!
Nothing embarrassing about this. What's embarrassing is to take a perfectly great country and destroy it, as they have. I'm not ashamed, you should be. At that moment, it's going to be pretty tough for them. 10 days from now, to look in the eye to America with a straight face, it's going to be pretty hard to look at us and say, you know what? Kamala Harris she got 85 million votes because she's just so impressive. As the first Samoan, Malaysian, low IQ, former California prosecutor ever to be elected president, it was just a groundswell of popular support. And anyone who thinks otherwise is just a freak or a criminal. At this stage of the game, after 9 years of listening to their lies and finding every single one of them totally false, no, it's not safe and effective, and no, she's not impressive. It's very hard for me to believe the rest of us are going to say, you know what, Joe Scarborough, you're right. You're right. She won fair and square because she's just so impressive.
Yes.
I don't think so. And to me, that is liberation. It's the freedom to say what's obviously true as a free man and not a slave. And I just want to say thank you, Donald Trump, for that.
Thank you. Woo! Thank you. Woo! Thank you, Jesse. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage professional wrestler Hulk Hogan.
Oh! Oh my God! Hold on!
Garden. I'm body slamming giants. I'm winning world heavyweight titles, and I'm cracking people over the heads with steel chairs. And the energy in Madison Square Garden is off the Richter scale. But today, Trumpomaniacs, the energy in here is something like I've never felt. The energy of all these Trumpomaniacs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage founder of Marriage Street Media, Dr. Phil McGraw.
Dr. Phil, đúng rồi. Dr. Phil, wow. Quý vị, Dr. Phil lên luôn nha. Oh my God, can you believe it? Dr. Phil lên rồi, wow. Woo. Hello. Dr. Phil, wow. Woo. Quý vị ơi, Dr. Phil luôn quý vị nha, nghe Dr. Phil nói nha. Oh my God, can't believe it. Dr. Phil. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Quý vị, hôm nay là ngày final chứ sao mà Dr. lên luôn nha quý vị. Nhưng mà qua đây cần thông báo như Dr. Phil! Dr. Phil! Dr. Phil! Dr. Phil! Woo! We love Margo! Margo!
You guys look just like you do when I'm on TV.
Margo!
Except for you, you look a little different.
Who that?
Listen, I love you guys for caring enough about the United States of America to come out here tonight.
Yeah!
Thank you so much for caring enough to come out here tonight. I have to tell you, I love this country.
We too!
I do, I love this country. I stand up when our flag goes by. I put my hand over my heart when they play our national anthem. And I'm so proud to see so many people take time out of their day to come out here and stand up for this country.
Yes! We like freedom!
And strangely enough, I'm not here just to stand up for Donald J. Trump. Lord knows he doesn't need me to stand up for him.
Uh-huh.
He's tough as an old army boot.
Yes.
Yes?
He's got lots of enemies, different groups that are scared, and between them, they have impeached him, indicted him, raided him, railroaded him, shot him, and sued him.
But he's still here. Yeah.
And where is he? He is still standing.
Yeah.
Yes!
To God be the glory.
He loves America!
He just keeps on coming because he loves this country too. I can be honest and say, I can be honest because we have free speech in America. I can be honest and say I don't like or agree with everything that Donald J. Trump does or says. I mean, come on. Nobody agrees with everything or likes everything somebody else says or does, right? No human is perfect. We don't strive for perfection, we strive for excellence. But you don't have to love everything about someone in order to love them. And the last thing he needs is some celebrity endorsement. What the hell do I know? I know I'm no celebrity to begin with. And celebrities don't know anything about policies or politics. So, only difference between me and him is I'm willing to admit it. So, why am I here? Well, I'll tell you why I'm here. I'm here to talk to and stand up for the people who have declared their support for Donald J. Trump, or they got found out, or they want to intimidate him. somebody in this country says, hey, I'm going to vote Republican, I'm going to vote Donald J. Trump, they get canceled, intimidated, marginalized, excluded, or even fired or boycotted. And you know what that means? In short, that adds up to being bullied. And now we're talking about something I know a hell of a lot about. Now you're in my wheelhouse, buddy. I may not be an expert in politics, but I am an expert about bullying. And bullying is when you seek to harm somebody, you seek to intimidate, coerce, cause distress, fear, risk to their well-being. And it can be physical, verbal, relational, or cyberbullying. And it's always wrong. You said it, my friend. It is always wrong when you bully somebody. And that's what's going on. Now, let me tell you what the critics are going to say when they hear me talking about this. They're going to say, well, now, wait a minute. Come on. Isn't Trump a bully? And let me tell you why the answer to that question is no. Because to be a bully, there has to be an imbalance of power. And when there's not, it's just called a debate. And he's just better at it than anybody else. It's called debating. It's called arguing. It's just even name calling, but it's not bullying unless there's an imbalance of power. And whoever he talks to, they got a microphone, they got on their big boy pants, they got a stage, they got everything else. He's just better at it. And the same thing is true. When the Democrats and Harris call him fascist, Hitler, racist, misogynist, or crook, is that bullying? Not really. It's ugly. But with the First Amendment, which we all want to keep, there's no imbalance of power, so it's not bullying. It's just like what he does. It may not be the best use of energy. But when you attack civilians, when you attack a citizen, and you use the power of the internet, you use mob mentality, you incite people to gang up and cause boycotts, then it's beyond ugly. And that's what's happening in this country right now, and that's not okay. There is an imbalance of power there, and it's time that every one of us close ranks. We have to stop this now. It's time that we push back against cancel culture. It's time that we push back against intimidation tactics. And that is exactly the reason that I launched Merit Stream Media, which, by the way, we didn't choose the name for that by random. Merit Stream Media. This country was built on hard work, added value, and talent, not on equal outcome, not on DEI. This country was built on hard work, and it needs to continue to be built on hard work. And the legacy media has sold out. The legacy media has sold out. And I'll tell you, one night, I was sitting at dinner with my wife, Robin, and I was complaining as we were flipping around and listening to the spin on what supposedly news. Damn, I'm tired of listening to all this media spin and everything. And without even looking up, she said, well, you are the media, why don't you do something about it? She said, you got bigger ratings than the four of them combined, why don't you do something about it?
Come on, Dr. Phil.
Well, as usual, she was right. And that's why I launched the new network, because we want people to think for themselves. You guys aren't dumb. You don't need to be told what to think. You just need the facts. And you're here because you have the facts, right?
Yes.
You're here because you recognize the legacy media and its answers and gives you what they want you to hear instead of the truth. And when they start editing their candidates' answers, they've lost their
their moral compass. They've lost their way. And I would love to say it's equal on both sides, but I'll guarantee you, when Beyonce, George Clooney, De Niro, and Lizzo come out and say they're for Kamala Harris, did you read anything or hear anything in the media criticizing it? No. But you watch what happens tomorrow morning when people find out I came here to talk to you. You say this in Hollywood, all of a sudden you ain't got a job. The problem is I don't need one.
We got it?
Where our government has said we will pass no laws to infringe on our freedoms of speech. So that's the law, but we're muzzling each other. What is going on? We have a law that protects free speech, so we start taking away from each other. Are you kidding me? We can't allow that to happen. We cannot encourage it. And let me tell you something about bullying. Bullies are bad, right? Let me tell you what else is bad. Bystanders. If you are a bystander, if you are watching somebody get picked on, if you're watching somebody get bullied, and you don't do anything about it, you're just as guilty as the bully.
That's right.
Thank you. Woo!
I have talked to so many children in schools that tell me the worst feeling they've ever had is being bullied and feeling alone and abandoned when they are picked on and intimidated, when they wish even one person, even one other kid would step up and say, hey, come sit with me at lunch. Don't sit in a stall in the bathroom and cry your way through lunch and eat alone. We're not going to let you be alone. And it's the same thing with adults. Adults don't want to be cut out of the herd and feel like they're alone. The number one need in all people is acceptance. The number one fear is rejections and bullies. They prey on that. We must claim the right to our point of view. We must be critical thinkers, and when you see somebody being picked on, then you've got to be willing to step up and say, hey, I'm with you. Don't let that happen.
Yes.
And you've got to know why you're strong on the issues you're strong on. You've got to know why you're strong on affordability and safety and security and the border and family care for men and women and law and order and your core values. For your children's education in our military. Know why you're where you are. And when you come to your friends and coworkers being bullied, don't be a bystander. Don't be a bystander. You can't let it happen. When you say you love America, that's a verb. That also means you love Americans. You've got to push back and call out the bullies. You've got to stand with those that have targets in their lives. Targets if they're picking on them by calling their jobs to get them fired. Boycotts or kicking them out of their jobs at church or the groups at church. I've spent 45 years listening to people. And I was just in North Carolina and after the hurricane hit down there. And you know what? I saw neighbors helping neighbors and not one of them asked, are you a Democrat or a Republican?
Thank you.
I saw neighbors after neighbors, and we need to unify this country. You have the right to vote for who you want to vote for president, and we need to step up and claim it, and we need to stand with each other. There are so many who want to, but they're bullied, so they're afraid to. Let me tell you something. One of the most
important days in American history was 9/12/2001. Not 9/11. We all know what happened on 9/11. One of the most important days was 9/12, because on 9/12, we all woke up and we were all Americans on 9/12.
Yes! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yes!
And the difference between winners and losers is winners do things losers don't want to do.
Yes!
And we have to stand proud to help our neighbors who want to vote their conscience and not be afraid. No one should be alone. No one should feel abandoned. No one should have their business boycotted. If you hear somebody's getting their business boycotted, you should get your friends and make sure their business gets doubled.
Yes!
If somebody pulls their advertising from your friend's business, you should let those advertisers know you're going to spend the rest of your life making sure that advertiser is boycotted until they do the right thing. We need to let people know this is over in America. We're going to unify this country. We're going to listen and not be intimidated. We're going to go out and lead by example. Let's quit complaining about what is and start doing something about it. If your
Doctor
neighbor
đó
wants to vote the
mà
other way,
vừa
say
doctor mà
fine,
về
go vote the
media
other way, I'll love you anyway.
rất là có tiếng luôn.
Let's lead by example. If they want to do it, let them do it. Love it anyway. But as for you, the collective you, I don't want you to just listen and say, nice talk, Dr. Phil. I want you to march in your life. I want you to march with your beliefs. I want you to not be intimidated. Don't be stopped and don't just vote. Take 5 people with
Chuyển
you.
like. Cái này
Like I
chắc
said,
bỏ qua
the
cái này
difference
quay mặt
between
chứ.
winners and losers is winners do things losers don't want to do. And what they do is they take actions toward known outcomes. They deal with the truth. They set goals and they go after them with passion. And it's time for us to bring it home. It's time for us to bring it home. It's time for us to be winners. Winners, winners, winners. I started by telling you I love this country. I'll finish by telling you I love this country. And I love you for loving this country. God bless you and God bless the United States of America.
Yeah!